Hi, welcome to the Funko Illuminati. This is Sean O'Malley O'Malice. Here we are live.
God, it's terrible.
Oh, please. At least I can claim a bit of Irish, since most of my family is from the UK. What can you claim?
Definitely nothing from the UK. Well, unless you want to believe my bougie grandfather's side of the family, they like to think they're not from where they're from.
It's 59.50. 59.50 is 71 Canadian.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I don't... After a day of working, I mean, math is probably the least thing I want to do.
All right.
It's bad enough. I have a book that I've tried for the past 3 weeks to get into reading. And I might just get the book on tape at this point.
Done, buddy.
Cool. Yay, I'm rich. See you guys later.
Thank you.
Actually, all the boxes are behind me right now. I'm going to take them out tomorrow.
Okay.
Hey, Umpty.
Do the Umpty.
So, did anybody watch the Funko Shop?
The live?
Oh, yeah. I tried to, but I was working, and unfortunately,
No,
people just don't have the...
I was on a dog food hunt.
I was coming down a child because they were getting a shot.
Oh. Really? You just don't release them into the backyard and then you just get the big giant gaming rifle with the dart? So much easier. You can get like 3 or 4 kids at a time. And
I missed the chunk, too.
Oh, yeah. I don't like the way that one looks. It looks weird.
Yeah.
Looks like somebody made it out of a shamrock shake.
McDonald's.
That's probably what they were going for.
That's one thing I haven't had this year. Usually I'd have a shamrock shake by now.
Is that made out of pistachios or not?
I don't know. I just know as somebody who's lactose intolerant, it is one of the very few things that I can have that is a milkshake that tastes like a milkshake, but for some reason my body doesn't decide to, implode on itself.
So that means it's not really. Did you post on Facebook that you live? I mean, on Instagram?
Yes, I did that just after lunch.
No, now.
Yeah, now said.
Oh.
Why do I always have to be mothering you?
I'm not going to answer that on the grounds that it may incriminate me and or others.
Okay, all right. And you never send me a thumbnail, so it's like I can never post it on my own.
You know what the funny part is? Every time I try to post something too, somebody's going live on Instagram.
Oh, I hate that. And now everybody's live on Instagram. Like, I have way too many people who go live on Instagram.
And you know what the funny thing is? I take some people off that are constantly going live, not from the Funko community, just from people that I didn't know, or they're doing waffles and stuff. Yeah. And it doesn't stop them from notifying me. And I go back and I unfollow them. I take off all their notifications and they still get them.
I just put some people on restrict, especially when they're going like live every 30 seconds.
Yeah,
like,
some of these people that do the waffles.
Not even the waffle. The waffles I understand. Okay, that's a part of life that's going to be.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
just go live because it's like, hi, I'm at a Walgreens and I just want to go live.
Hi, Quick Draw. That's cute.
Hey, Quick Draw.
Everything was in emojis.
What's up, Quickie? Yeah, he always does that.
Never a quickie, always a longie.
What's up, Mitchie?
Oh no, it's Quick Draw, Justice. That name is apropos. But yeah, the what do you call it? The Funko Live, they spoiled some things. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but I know somebody who's been wanting more. So, I mean, interesting.
So are those pins or are those like pops?
They're pops. They're from... Okay, so in the Star Trek universe, they have a mirror universe where they're the opposite.
Uh-huh.
So in other words, that's an evil Spock, that's an evil Kirk, that's an evil Chekhov.
Okay.
Evil Uhura.
I probably know 3 of the things you've mentioned this whole time, but
yeah. Yeah. I grew up in a household where somebody was a huge Star Trek fan, so I have seen most of the originals and the movies. I like to watch Satan. She's pretty cool. Then what else is there? Okay, so another pin. which means I'll have to pick up.
Yeah.
People are complaining that they're reusing a mold. That's the other thing too. Which I get it.
Yeah, there's gonna be a ton of those now, considering there's gonna be a show. I'm curious if Liam Neeson's gonna make an appearance in the new show.
Possible. I mean, I know right now he made a thing where he said I'm not doing any more action movies. So I mean, technically this would be holding true if he did it. Now before you ask, yes, I do want it, but I'm not going to go crazy for it because I'm sticking to Pops.
What's the chase?
That's from Umbrella Academy.
I know what's the chase.
Apparently, this is the chase. I don't know what I'm guessing it's flocked.
It's gotta have to be flocked. Yeah, I don't. Have they had a flock chase before? Oh, Bob Ross
and Mossman.
Mossman. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much probably what it is.
Yeah. Well, I noticed that the white is darker, so I'm guessing it's flocked. More sodas, at least for Clara. We got Stanley. That is a really ugly Stanley. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, more sodas. It's a deep rabbit hole. I like that one though.
Edna.
Edna Mole.
Are her eyes just bigger? That's what it looks like. Her eyes are bigger in one.
Yeah.
Oh, she's smiling.
Oh wait, that's Jack. That's the Edna Jack version of it, I think.
Possible.
She's smiling.
But
I like it. That one's cute.
Yeah, that's good because I don't know. That's what it looks like to me, at least.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
I want these, especially the Scorpion.
I kind of just want if any of them are like metallic or glow, I'll get them. But I'm not going after the commons.
I'm done. I am honestly, seriously thinking about selling my collection and just keeping like my grails, but selling everything else and just maybe collecting sodas, and that's it. I just need to research it and find a buyer that'll give me a good price for the entire thing.
Clara, the problem with that is that sodas are going the way of pops.
No, I know, but I'll collect some of them. I didn't say I was going to collect all of them. I mean, I have like 65, 70 now. But I kind of like the sodas a lot more. And I'm just the pops are just like out of control. It takes too much space. Like I said, I just want to keep like my Wizard of Oz, my Up, my Joker, my Marty, my grails, and sell everything else that I have a lot of pops that are over $100 in value.
Well, the trick to pop collecting too is you have to take into consideration I find when a lot of people start collecting pops in the beginning, they go by quantity as opposed to quality, and then as you get on further, you get more into the quality of what you want.
Right.
I got real lucky. I learned that like a few months into it. I know some people that it takes a little bit longer than that.
Now this I would club a baby seal for.
Oh my God! What a comparison, for crying out loud!
Well, no, it makes sense because the original Ratfink was done in black and white publication.
I have all three of his Funko Pops.
Ha! There's 4.
There's 4?
Yep.
No, I think I have 3.
There was the convention ones, and then there was the Funko Shop one.
The Funko Shop one was the last one they took out, right? Recently, like last year.
I have that one, and I have the convention.
There is.
So what? Am I missing one of the? Am I missing the con sticker? Probably.
No. There's 3 convention ones that were done by Tokyo Toy. There was a glow in the dark, a chrome one. I think.
I don't have a chrome one.
That's probably the one you're missing.
Nor do I want a chrome one.
It's water, so whatever.
I'm just looking up right now. Hold on just a second here.
That's it, quick draw. That's what he said. He's canceled. Woof. That's it. You're canceled because you said you were going to cover babies.
Yeah, and there was a gray chrome one as well. So there was a green and gray, and then but no, I want this. I will want this. And someone said they because I helped them get them something that they really wanted. That if there was something I wanted, all I'd have to do was just cover the cost.
There we
Hey,
go.
Nancy, welcome.
I definitely know who that would be. I'd help you too if you need Sean. Hi, Nancy.
I'm just gonna F5 for a second because for some reason my connection is shitty, and I don't have anything running in the background.
I'll just order like 2 one place, 2 in another place.
And he's gone.
Goodbye.
Yeah, he'll be back. Anyway, I haven't seen any of that stuff. Like I said, I didn't.
Take over now. Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody.
Oh, he said Club of Baby Seal. You're canceled now.
Hi, Christina.
No. You see, clubbing baby seals in Canada means you take a baby seal and you go to a nightclub. What were you thinking, dude?
Hey, Nancy. Hi, Cisco. Thank you, Nancy.
I know my mom's going to grab these two here.
Oh.
Dirty dancing.
What a waste. Of a Funko Pop. I mean, for people who are fans.
A two-pack.
Yeah, that'll probably be. It should be a 2-pack. But knowing them, they'll do it at one of those 2-pack thingies that it's really a 1-pack. But
and there we are. Alfred P. Newman.
That would have been cool if he would have been a soda.
Give it time.
That'll come next.
Give it time.
It's blocked, just like Bob Ross.
Mighty Ducks. I wonder if they'll do a chase. Sorry, go ahead.
They're doing like a revival show of that, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm curious if they're going to do a chase version of Goldberg's characters and where he is right now in real life.
Jesus.
Yeah, he hit the drugs hard.
Yeah, I remember
like half the weight.
About that.
Yeah, he's like half the weight he was when he was a kid and just completely strung out.
Hey, Mama J.
Hey, Mama J.
Nancy, these have not come out yet. They won't be coming out for at least another couple months. Then more pins.
Of course, more Deadpool.
Yeah, but they have more Naruto, and you know how much I know how much you love Naruto.
Hell, go suck an egg.
I actually hate eggs, so no, thank you. Oh yeah, spoilers.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I called that. I kind of called that like 2 minutes.
They have a Funko Shop exclusive one too.
That's the one I missed right there. I can never get that one.
Is that like a regular 4-inch or is that a 10-inch or a
regular 4-inch?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I originally.
I don't know.
That looks pretty big.
I pre-ordered the original one, the one that they had put up today on Walmart, and I thought it was an exclusive. Like, okay, I'll just grab this one, but it's not.
Hey, Caitlin.
So
I got this already.
That's coming out tonight here in the States.
Yeah, EB Games had it here. I bought one. In fact, it's sitting in a box in the front room.
Yeah, that one will be released tonight online, and it was supposed to be in store today. Box lunch is just too far away from me.
It is.
Yeah, well, it's even further.
Anyway, I went on a different kind of hunt today.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that particular collecting, the dog food hunting.
Geeky Mama Bear asks me if there was a chase version. I should have told her, the green one, because that was the only one that was different from all the other rolls of food.
It's funny you buy those, but my aunt and uncle used to make their own dog food like that for their dogs. Sad part is it used to smell really good in the house when they were cooking it. Well, because it was like a mixture of like barley and like actual beef, like beef stew chunks and all that, and some other stuff. And then once they were finished, then they put all the dogs' vitamins in it. And that's when it went from, actual possible eating to animal food real quick.
Dear Lord. I'll be right back. Woof. Somebody's toxic.
Okay.
Somebody tooted.
Oh, I was gonna say, all I said was,
Hey, Caitlin.
yeah, I saw the Seinfeld thing. I have no one. Hey, Mama J, I have no one. Here's the thing, a little dirty secret. I can't stand Seinfeld. Can't stand it worth anything. It is such a horrible show. The idea of four friends being friends, but but they're always ruining each other's lives, either inadvertently or directly. I can't imagine being friends with people like that.
Oh, they exist.
Oh, I'm sure of it, but could you imagine four people of that particular caliber existing as the dynamic of it? I think somebody would eventually choke the other one.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm
what
in
the pop?
field.
I mean, I don't think I could deal with it. I'd go crazy.
My dad's a big Seinfeld person.
No, you're not wrong, actually, Caitlin. Honestly, when I saw it, the first thing that came to mind was Polly Pocket and Mighty Max. That was the first thing that came to mind. I mean, if it works for people, it works for people. I mean, it's not my thing. I know LBD's probably going to get it, right?
Oh fuck no! I want to stay the hell away from all that. I'm not too crazy about the show. I'm not a fan of it. My dad is, and one of my brothers is, because like I said before, my brothers were pretty sheltered and they pretty much watched anything that day that my dad was watching for most of the time.
Yeah, I not my cup of tea. I don't think I'll be. That's definitely something I'm not going to be able to sit down and enjoy and relax and watch. Even now, I tried. Somebody gave me the first season. I couldn't get through the first two episodes.
Mm.
And the worst part is now I can't, because I've seen interviews with Jerry Seinfeld, and he comes off very standoffish and very, I want to say, arrogant. That I have a hard time differentiating the human being from the character. It's like you can see slivers of the person in the character. No pops for me. I can handle that, Umpty. Really, really, honestly, I can. Oh,
No pops for you. I know what he's talking about. The
yeah.
whole freaking the whole soup Nazi thing. That's a big deal. People are
I,
upset that they changed his name.
I still remember when he was at the Toronto Fan Expo, like, and I didn't know who he was, and I saw the lineup, and the lineup was just huge. And I'm going, who is this guy? Why is everyone lining up for him? And someone explained, went, really? So he was a bit character in a couple episodes, and his line is bigger than most people's.
I don't think he was in a couple episodes. I think he was in 2.
A couple is a 2.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Don't mind me. I'm thinking about honestly. Right before I came on, I had like something. Two things happened. I was like, and they're both kind of out there. So I was just like, my mind's a little scrambled.
Yeah.
Woo! That new medication Tonka's taking? I don't know. Whoa, my.
I don't know how to break this to you, but there's no such thing as a good dog fart, okay?
Huh?
I hate to break this to you, but there's no such thing as a good dog fart.
It wasn't a fart. He went to the bathroom and the wheelie pad, and it's toxic. I'm talking about toxic to the point that can't breathe.
Oh wow. Yeah, I know when I got my cat fixed and she was on antibiotics, it was the same deal. It's like as soon as she went in the litter box, it went from the litter box in a bag and then out on the windowsill until I had to.
I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
It was.
They gave Tonka Purgante.
No. That medication, ever since he took it, like 2 days after he started taking that medication, it's like, and it's very soft stool. So I had to like triple bag it. So after the live, I have to go downstairs and take that downstairs to the dumpster because can't stay with that overnight in the house. And it was too soft because usually I'll grab it with toilet paper and then just throw everything in the toilet and flush it. But so I have to tell the vet. I have to call.
It's too bad that you don't have because where my grandmother lives in the projects, they basically all their system that they have for their garbage. Literally, you walk out. one door where it has the major apartment, and then in front you have 3 doors. Like it's one door and then 3 doors inside that door. Which I never understood why. And then you have another door by the elevator that has the garbage chute.
Yeah, I have friends that live in the projects, and they have that too. And it's good, but it's real bad too, because any of the apartments that live by those rooms where they have the chute, even though they have a door and everything, they have some serious roach problems, especially water bugs, because the water bugs come up the chute and out the hallway and into the apartments through underneath the doors.
Well, I get my grandmother's never really had a roach problem. Maybe it's because she lives on the 4th floor. Oh.
Yeah. Or it could be, it could be that they do a lot of better exterminating or whatever.
I know in our building we had a garbage chute like that, and the chute actually had pressure washer hoses built into it. So what would happen is, for between the hours of like 2 a.m. to like 3, the doors would lock and you couldn't dump anything out, and those pressure washers would go on. And
see, that's the correct way. That would be an awesome way of having it. But the ones that I'm talking about, I mean, I actually once was waiting for the elevator and I saw the water bug come out from underneath and out, and I was petrified because I'm terrified of water bugs. And I was like, oh, hell no. My friend's like, kill it. I looked at her like, have you lost your mind? I'm not getting anywhere near. Those things fly.
No, I honestly, I've never had a fear of bugs. I mean, the only animal I don't deal with really well is rodents, and the only reason is because rodents' teeth grow. Like, they have to keep biting in order to stop. So any animal that by design and by nature has to keep biting in order to live, I respect it and fear. Because its entire existence is meant to bite.
Yeah, I hear that. I don't like. I'm afraid of anything that looks like a water bug. So beetles and stuff like that. But
there's a place here that sells insects in plastic, like giant plastic slabs. Now I got to see if I can find some water bugs.
I had a friend of mine who actually had I forgot what type of reptile, something that ate crickets or something like that. And she wanted to go away, and I told her, no. She wanted me to watch the thing and feed it, and I was like, I don't think so.
Those aren't mine, but yeah, a friend of mine had a bearded dragon. He used to feed it. He used to feed it all sorts of stuff, like houseflies and crickets, and I still remember the time its tail, because apparently their tails can come off if they're frightened or if something causes stress. So the one day I came over, so it's like, what's with your lizard's tail? He goes, oh, it fell off. It fell off. He's like, yeah, it fell off. It'll grow a new one. Yeah, it grew a new one. Doesn't look. It's kind of like when you go to a scrapyard to get a new car door. It doesn't quite look right on the car. Like,
yeah, it's totally like a different color, or it's like.
Well, this was like a different color, and it was a different girth, and it was like, how?
Well, I know. I remember one time talking about lizards and stuff. My friend's neighbor had an iguana.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he got smacked in the face with it.
I hear those things could take teeth out.
Oh yeah, he had a big right here. This whole thing.
That is just that bad.
I was talking.
You know what's funny? Today is the first day in 2 weeks that I haven't had to go running down sometime during the day to pick up mail. Huh. Although I'm learning a valuable lesson, though. I'm not going to be. I don't think I'll be buying from smaller pop shops anymore, because it takes forever for them to get their stock in.
From who?
Smaller stores.
Well, I'm not going to mention names because I'm still going to review them to see how their shipping and stuff is. But I ordered some bundle sets from smaller places, but established, and I still haven't received anything yet.
Yeah, there's a lot of stores like that and it takes them forever. By the time they do bring the stuff to
Mm.
you, you've already seen it everywhere. Everybody has it. Even
You
the
know, you know what the funny part is about that though? Small places like that also are the places that'll get the random things before bigger stores get it. It makes no sense. So the stuff you're waiting
No,
for,
no,
it
you're absolutely
forever, and then other things will be
no,
there
you're
early.
absolutely right. It's kind of annoying. Like, for instance, the Bram Stoker Dracula set that my mother swiped from me.
Yeah,
She just got hers today and posted the picture.
yeah.
Mine's is on
It's
its
okay.
way. I just got a text message a little while ago.
Uh, well, I have a very, very, very expensive set arriving tomorrow. That originally I have 4 videos sitting in the chute waiting for me to just put online. But I think I'm gonna hold off on one of those and film this one because this is something I've been waiting for since back in December. And it finally, if I look at UPS, it says it's supposed to arrive tomorrow. Which surprisingly, I didn't get hit with a customs charge
Huh.
Hi, Ian. How you doing?
because right now it's sitting in Fort Erie, Canada.
Is that the real Ian? I can never
Hi,
tell.
Ray. Oh, why? There's another E. Does he have? Is that a Joker?
Yeah,
Yes. Yes, there has been a somebody faked his account the other day and caused shenanigans.
because it's
Hey, Ray
easy.
Pop.
Speaking of fake accounts, I'm glad she popped in. I just sent her the link. Ray Pops. She did a giveaway on her channel a little while ago, and I kind of gave her a little bit of a heads up because you know how it's been with all these fake accounts and these
Mm,
giveaways, and she obviously didn't
Didn't know.
doesn't know anything about it. Like it happened to me. That's why when I saw that, I reached out to you because when I did my 1,000 my 1K giveaway, both my pops went to two people that were one and the same, and they had like multiple accounts, not only on my giveaways but on the community
mm-hmm.
giveaways, and they would have 10, 15 accounts, and the way we found them out was because they all had the same address. They
And
would
we
say, "Oh,
all.
that's my sister," or "Oh, that's my brother." "Oh, just send it to so and so." And
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't want the same thing because she gave a really nice Freddy away for her giveaway,
Oh,
Huh.
and so I'm gonna try to give her a heads up and show her the address that we have of one of the people. But this person, first of all, the red flag for me was the name. I never seen the name before.
mm,
I was like, wait a minute. Like, when you're in the community, you more or less, especially when you give giveaways, like I do one every Monday on my channel, and you more or
mm-hmm.
less know who the people are that are following, unless they're a family member or a friend of hers personally. But by her
Yep.
comment, I knew that it wasn't a friend of hers. And the person happened to sub the same day that they said whatever for the video. They left a comment and the hashtag, and the comment really didn't have much to do with the video. It was like a one liner, which is always the red flag also. So I have a feeling that that's a fake account. Then there's no YouTube, which not everybody has a YouTube, that content on their YouTube. But I tried to find that person on Instagram
Oh,
and I couldn't find them either. So I'm curious. Did he jump out again?
he must have hit something by accident,
Hmm.
or he refreshed.
Oh, okay. So I just want to give her a little heads up and make sure that she doesn't, get taken advantage of. She's a fairly new channel. If you guys are not subbed to her already, go give Ray Pops a sub. She's at 100 and I want to say 124. I'm going to be giving her a shout out this weekend on my channel. Kind
Hey,
of help her
Ray.
get a few
I just made you an admin. Feel free to link your channel in if you'd like into the chat.
link your channel, Ray, so people can go and give you a sub. But
Yeah. I think what I did for the live stream on Sunday seemed to.
you know what? Link your channel, Ray. Link your channel and this will be the giveaway. Why am I hearing myself?
It went away now.
Oh, This will be my giveaway, and I'll be giving it away on Saturday. And I will post something on Instagram, and I'll post so go give her go over to her channel, give her a sub, and hashtag SHW. Hashtag SHW. So this way you'll be eligible on Saturday to win the pop. So go ahead. It's nice and minty. Automan. And if you already have it, I can always give you something else because God knows I have a lot.
Oh yes.
So thank you, moderators, for putting her channel there. Go to her last. Oh, I don't know what her last. I always say go to her channel. Just like her last video, whatever that is. I always forget about the video.
So, Claire, is that the famous newspaper box behind you?
Oh yeah, you want to see the newspaper box? I think. Wait, let me go. Let me do the racing first. And yeah, that is when I saw this thing come, I was like, what in God's name is this?
How far did it travel?
I don't know. We're gonna look at it right now. Do the Tats, which video did you guys put in, so I'll know, because it seems like you're all putting the same video. We'll leave it at that. So check this out. So the secret of getting a box intact is to cover the box in newspaper. And the box doesn't even get a tear and it doesn't have tape. It's completely loose. It's the newspaper. But this is the secret for a box to be handled fragilely through the post office.
Huh. I'm curious if did you ask the person when they sent it if that was the reason why?
No, I didn't. This was a Mercari purchase, and it's coming from Chula Vista, California.
You should message
traveled the entire country.
You should message them and just to ask them that question.
What? Why do you send me
No, not why. We're like,
at first,
is there a reason why you use newspaper? I'm curious because it came.
Actually, no, it makes perfect sense because the shipping label's on it. So if they rip that paper, the shipping label comes off.
All right, cool. That's perfect, Mama J. Thank you. So it'll be her 100 subscriber giveaway winner.
For the record, though, I have. Oh no need to apologize. I was just going to say, for the record, though, that's a really ingenious idea because if you rip the paper off, you lose the shipping label. But I would not want to risk it.
You know what? Claire, and I'm going to open it because I don't want to open it, believe it or not, because I find it so nice. But
Claire. Your microphone's echoing because LBD just turned his off.
This only happens to me on your live. I have to tell you.
It's not true. I've seen it happen before.
Shut up. Nobody asked you.
As bad as LBD's mic. Sounds like he's
I hear his air conditioning is what I'm hearing through my speakers.
Well, that's because you have giant ass speakers.
LBD. I have a 5.1 surround sound digital. I can hear it. I can hear your stomach digesting food right now.
Okay, you're shooting my phone.
The only reason I'm opening this is that tomorrow's the last day, and you know how you have to rate or they get paid, and if it's crap, it's.
Where the hell is my mouse?
Probably left the desk because of the noise.
No. Probably left the desk because of a 6-year-old.
Oh, this person is not kidding with the packing.
Why do I have a feeling that it's behind the computer? Oh, they're dwarves.
It's Dorbs, and it's
Ew, George.
Bugs Bunny and Yosemite Sam.
Yosemite Sam.
Asa. Oh no, that's Foghorn
2700
Leghorn.
2700
Nothing
PT.
wrong, Sophia.
And I know it's not gonna have any value, but I found it cute, and I wanted to get something from Yosemite Sam before he discontinued.
It's actually one thing one set of the Funko thing I never got into was Dorbs. And I actually had somebody kept trying to get me into them.
Somebody tell me what's going on here. Somebody. What is wrong with you? I been quiet all day. I get on a live and then it's chaos.
Hi, Anthony. Welcome.
Everyone, get a bed. Get a bed right now.
Laying down the law?
I didn't mute the mic.
No, you did not. We heard that all. Sounded like you were laying down the law there.
Yes, that was a big box, Mama J, for that, and wrapped in newspaper. I said, well, maybe they're a little old lady. Remember how things used to be wrapped in newspaper? They even used to wrap bread in newspaper. Used to buy bread in the bakery. I've seen it in movies, not because I lived that long. Thank you, Christina.
I could neither confirm nor deny.
That's right. No dinner for them.
I was going to say the only thing I ever got wrapped in newspaper print was it used to go to, well, they're still around, a fish and chip store in St. Catharines. You buy like fish and chips, and they'd wrap the fried fish and the French fries in newsprint, and then put it in.
Imagine the people that ate that. I mean, it's ink. That thing rubs off on your hands. Never mind you ingesting it.
I'm still alive. Granted, two people that ate with me. I mean, they aren't, but I mean, they weren't ink related.
Hi, Funk. Hi, Rob. No. Hi, Rob. Hi, Frank. How you doing, Frank? Hi, Anthony. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, I appreciate it very much. Actually, you know what? This is so much nicer. I was so tired after Sunday. I finished Sunday, and I went straight to bed, and I got up, did a 10-hour shift Monday, and went to bed right at 8 o'clock. I was so... Hey, Sassy, welcome. But yeah, I was so exhausted. Still am right now. I mean, I told you before we went live. For some reason, I woke up at 6 o'clock, and I could not get back to sleep.
Oh, I did too. I woke up at 6, but I definitely went back to sleep. Hi, Bev. How you doing?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I did not have that luck, unfortunately. But I mean, I only got 2 more days of work, and then I'm off for 2 days, and I can't wait until they start this new shift thing that I'll be doing. 10 hours, 4 days a week, and then 3 days off.
Nice.
Which I'll probably be spending the first day just, getting intimate with. Yeah, basically sleeping.
Recuperating. I didn't know that. In the old days also they used soy, or is that now? Because I'm talking about the old days, not so much now. Now they don't wrap anything in newspaper that I know
of. Some English fish and chip places still do. Like there's an English fish and chip place here. Granted, they're nowhere near me, but when I've gotten there, when I get there, I grew up with British food, so my comfort food is fish and chips. So usually I'd go down there, and yeah, they'd wrap it in newsprint. But their newsprint, this is the funny thing. Their newsprint isn't actual newspaper. It's specifically made for fish and chip places. Because if you were actually try to read it, it's all gibberish.
Oh.
But it's to give the impression.
Hi, Hidden Funko. How you doing? Thank you for coming in.
But yeah, actual newspaper, no. I mean, aside from wrapping flowers in, that's it.
Yeah.
And it's been a very long time since I bought flowers.
I buy flowers. I buy flowers about once a week. I buy flowers for my mother once a week.
Yes, I'm lying, LBD. Sorry. This is clearly a guy's point of view on flowers. I can't see the point in spending $30 on something that will die.
No, I don't buy flowers that expensive. I buy them at the supermarket, a little bunch for like $4.99, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have that luck here. I mean, even the cheapest flowers are like $15.
Yeah, and women love getting flowers, and I always hated giving flowers because it would be like, but I once brought that point up to a smartass, and I told her, I said, why do you want me to get you flowers? I'm going to spend $50-$60 on something that is going to die in a couple of days. And she said, well, then why should I feed you every day when you're going to, when you're going to crap it away a few hours later or the next morning? Shut me up.
I would have said, because the difference between me and a flower is, well, a flower can't hurt you.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to say that.
Never from the right end.
No, don't get me wrong. Here's the thing. I like flowers. It's the investment. I mean, this plant that you see in my videos was actually taken from one snip from a planter that the city had put out on all the streets. So the one night when I was coming home, I snipped one snip off, and this is the longest it's ever grown. Because usually they get to a certain point, and then for some reason it just goes tits up. Then I start again from scratch. LBD, have you been cleaning up your room? Because I notice all the mountain of boxes are like disappearing.
We had this conversation the other day. I literally got on the live and went like this, and you're like, "What are you trying to show me?"
Well, no, I just realized there's even more gone, which is impressive.
It's going. Honestly, I wish I could have done. If I was able to do the auction next month, a lot of things would be a lot.
Hi, Ezra.
How about I just come down there and I'll do the auction for you? We're selling everything.
If you need help, just let me know. I'm serious about that.
No, of course.
Absolutely. You can count on me.
No, the only reason I'm pushing it back is because I have the surgery next month, so I can't actually be involved and move around and do anything or do any prep work beforehand. So it's
right.
Yes, he's going to be the $600 man.
Bien, gracias, Frank. ¿Cómo estás tú? Oh, laughing a lot. I can't grow anything. When we buy cherry tomatoes, Maria mother takes over and has a lot of tomatoes.
Yeah, I'm like the Black Death when it comes to flowers. In fact, I've even killed a Christmas cactus.
What the hell?
I have a lot of plants. And they were dying when I first came to live with my mom, because she wasn't really taking care of them. And now I wish I would have let them all die. They are out of control now. One of the rooms looks like a forest. I swear to God. The building manager walked in the other day and he goes, "Jesus Christ." I go, "Yeah, please. It's out of control." There's Funko Pops all in one side of the room, and the other side of the room, it's a forest.
Yeah, I got some snippets of Wandering Ivy that I'm going to eventually put in one of the planters here. It's already rooted. I was joking with somebody years ago because I don't know what came up. Someone was like, "If you could equate your mother to a flower, what would it be?" And somebody like did roses and tulips and all that. And I was like, "English ivy." And someone's like, "Why?" I said, "It's a beautiful, strong plant that will choke the life out of anything it gets near."
Oh my Lord.
Are you still here?
Jesus. Hi, Chris. How you doing?
I told my mom that years ago. She's like, "You see me as English ivy?" "Yes. A beautiful, strong plant that will choke the..."
That's terrible. It's like calling a woman
calling her after dinner? Okay.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna say it just in case. No.
Yes.
I thought about it. I said, nope, I'm not gonna open that kind of worm.
The better part of valor is discretion.
Jesus.
I went for Seinfeld the other day, Ezra. I'm so happy there.
Yeah, I'm glad I
Guys, there's a link down below. Everybody coming into the room now. We're doing a giveaway for Ray Pops. I'm going to be picking the winner on Saturday on my live. Go over there, give her a sub if you're not sub to her already. I'm giving away the Ottoman Target exclusive Target Gahan pop.
Target Con.
Oof.
So go over there, give her a sub, give her a like, and give her a stay there for a minute. Huh? What'd you say?
I was asking LBD, was his daughter singing? It sounded like she was singing.
It's possible. I wasn't paying attention.
But you noticed something, right? I said for everybody to go grab a bed.
And now they're quiet?
Have you seen anyone move?
No, not really. Actually, speaking of that, the weirdest thing I woke up this morning. So the cat either sleeps on the couch, on her bed here, or in the bedroom. Either at the foot of the bed, or I have a cat bed by one of the windows so that she can look out. I forgot to pick a towel off the floor when I had a shower last night, and she had slept on the towel. Like she dragged it into the corner of the room, and was just like she wasn't sick or anything. She was just sitting there sleeping on it. And I was like, okay, that's weird.
Maybe she was warm and the towel was like damp and it felt good to her, like to lay on it.
I have no idea. I mean, I personally prefer her like sleeping elsewhere, because problem with her is she likes to play, and if my feet accidentally touch her stomach or touch her side while I'm sleeping, I'll have a rude awakening. Front, back, teeth, all of it.
Oh, okay. My dog, as a matter of fact, the one that's right there, laying right there, she's okay, and she sleeps towards the feet of the bed. But if I just so much as, get near her hiney when she's sleeping, just tap her, she turns around and she's like a ferocious lion. Like, okay, damn, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't see you there.
Well, little dogs have that, that complex, they think they're bigger than they are.
Hey, Golden Collectibles. You
Clara,
got Skittles.
there's one more dog to tame. Who would that be?
Well, if it's of the two-legged variety, technically, once you get that dog fixed, the aggression will go right out of him.
I am the pack leader in this house. She might be the alpha. That one right there is the alpha, but I'm the pack leader. They gotta listen to what I say.
Well, I will say this much, though, at least pop-related. I'm so glad that within the last 4 days, there hasn't been anything truly of interest, which is nice for a change of pace.
Yeah, before ECCC though, that was kind of the same deal. It was few and far between, really what people were trying to go after.
Yeah, my Good Omen pops finally shipped, which was nice. They just shipped from Chalice, so I'll have those soon.
I'm still waiting for one order from Chalice, which is the Miles Morales Chase Bundle set. Yeah. And I got those way before they were anywhere else had them. So hopefully I get my order soon. And then I also have the Dragon Ball Z Goku set ordered through Tall Man. And I don't know what it can come whenever it wants. I'm not too worried about it because I already know where they're going.
Yeah.
And I would have to get rid of the common because I only want the Chase. What else? And Spastic has another order for me on pre-order, but all the stuff I ordered from Spastic in pre-order got pushed back. So it was supposed to release end of last year, and then they pushed it back to January.
Yeah.
And then now it's pushed back to almost the end of this year.
Damn.
I'm not I'm not worried about it.
What about that Funko Illuminati order? That should be coming in soon, right?
I don't know.
Oh crap! I just realized something.
What?
Okay, so no, not for you or Claire. Actually, no. I'm in the clear. Sweet.
Yeah, no. Anything that you have ordered with me, it's already paid for.
No. I'm wondering if I need. Oh crap! I forgot to put stickers and pins in the person who won my giveaway, Lisa's package. I'm sitting there in my head looking at you two and going, I don't need to send either one of you stickers or buttons because you have all my newest stuff. And then I went, oh crap! and I just duct taped that package up. Well, I guess I'll open it from the bottom.
That's what I do when I take I open it from the bottom.
Well, I couldn't even do that when I did Sean's glitter bomb box because I put the wrong can of soda in there, so I had to.
You ever do that to me again, and I swear to God, I will cripple you even harder than life has done. I don't know how, but I will figure out something.
That'll take some work, buddy, because I've been living like this for a long time. Okay.
Oh, you'll get it soon, Israel.
You know what? You remember Roy, the friend that came on the one day that backstage? I'll make sure he lives with you. You'll wish for death. He's a friend of mine, Claire, that's very socially awkward, and unfortunately, I've been friends with him for many years, but every so often he does something that's very Sheldon, and it's like, why? Why would you? Like, my ex-boss, him and I are joking about something, and it's not something that the boss should know about, and he goes and shares the joke with her, and then my boss shoots me the look, and I'm going, hey, Roy, can come over here? I want to talk to you for a sec. Just a minute. What the hell? I can get myself in shit. I don't need your assistance. I don't need a trainer.
Yeah, everybody. But let me tell you, I was out shopping today. I was not Funko Pop hunting, but dog food hunting. 10 stores and 49 miles later, I found the gold. But while I was searching, I kept saying to myself, who has me on? It's LBD's mic. I keep telling you.
I think it's a combination of both you.
I just don't play well with him.
You know what's crazy? Every time you say it's me, as soon as I hear it, I mute my mic and it keeps going.
Yeah, that's because you have all that Android crap.
No. Don't blame my Android stuff because if anybody knows, anybody who got screwed, the majority of the people that I know that got screwed out of ECCC was because of some iPhone situation.
Yeah, I've never gotten screwed out of any of the drops, and I use my phone. But anyway, everybody, I said, why are the stores so full? I don't understand why the stores are so packed today. And it was because of the stimulus check. Everybody got those stimulus checks, and it seems like everybody wants a new TV.
Yeah, I saw a lot of that actually online because you see all these people showing all these like big purchases, and I'm going, maybe it's just the way my brain works. I wouldn't be doing that so soon. I'd sit on that money just in case.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. When people who don't normally have money get money, some people don't know how to act right. That's just the nature of how it is.
I suppose you're right. I mean, what do I know?
Look, when I originally got my settlement check from the accident, which honestly it wasn't as big as it should have been because considering certain factors, somebody was trying to be a saint about it. But I definitely did not handle that well in the beginning, and later on I tried to remedy it, but at that point it was too far to really recover completely. I did recover a little bit from it, but it wasn't as good as it should have been. And then I met somebody probably like 2 years after that, and they were doing the same thing. Their father had just passed away. It wasn't a settlement, it was his inheritance, and it was a lot. And I told them, like, you keep coming with something new every time. One day it was a car, one day it was a TV, another day was this. It was a lot of money. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna run out so quick, and you're buying people stuff. Like you're buying yourself expensive things, and you're buying other people things. It's gonna run out quick. That money looks like it'll last forever, but it won't.
I don't know if it's because the older you get, the wiser you get. That's what they say, even though I don't think I'm very wise, but sometimes I could be. But it's like when I was working, when I realized 5 years ago or 4.5 years ago that my mom was going to die and that I was going to be left all alone, it kind of like hit reality, and I had never saved a penny in my life. I was always that type. I was always the type that I would go to the car dealer for an oil change, and I would drive out in a new car. I would say, you know what? I want a new car. The hell with the oil change, and they'd make it happen. And I was always throwing money. I was at the clubs and the drinks, and I'd buy the bar drink, and I was always like, spending more, living beyond my means sometimes. And after, when that kind of hit me like a ton of bricks, like I wouldn't have mom to like run to anymore to kind of help me if I ever got in a jam. It's when it hit me how much money I had spent throughout my life, and it's basically, it's too late really to do anything about it. You're like, damn,
Yeah.
all that money I spent on people and on things that I might have wanted, but I really didn't need them.
The sad part is that half those people you don't even speak to anymore.
Yeah, that's incredible. Okay, and now I bought a car every 2 years. Every 2 years, I had a brand new car. This is the first time in my life that I've had the same car since 2007.
Oh.
But I bought a brand new car. I had 3 sports cars, and I had all kinds of freaking different cars. Every 2 years, I'd buy, and I'd soup them all up, spend tons of money aftermarket, and then trade them in or give them back with everything in it.
Yeah.
Total loss.
My friend Nathan, he is a guy. I mean, even from the time he was in his early, I met the guy when he was like in his early 20s. He's always saved every penny he's had, and he bought his Saturn. I think he bought it 97 or would have been 99. He had that car up until I think 2014, and he still has it. He doesn't drive it. It sits in the driveway. It's their second vehicle, but I mean, my God, the miles that car must have went through.
My car right now has 120,000 plus miles, and it still runs perfect. It runs. She gets me everywhere I want to go. Today, look, she got me 49 miles all over the damn place looking for dog food. So,
was it that hard to find dog food?
Well, usually it's not LBD, but I don't know if it's because of the pandemic or what's going on. But I've always found this food at Target 123, like no problem.
You know what it is? You gotta, instead of a crazy cat lady, you found another crazy dog lady who got her stimulus check and just spent it all on dog food.
But this has been happening like for the last 4 months. Today was the worst though. Finding the dog food, and when I do find it, I buy like it because it has a long shelf life in the refrigerator. Like the one I bought today doesn't expire till August.
Have you thought about ordering online? Maybe
you can't because it's refrigerated food, so they don't do it online. So today I bought I think I bought like 10 rolls, so that should last because there's only 3 dogs that eat that food. So 1 roll lasts me 3 days.
Oh.
So it's not too bad. So I have enough. And as I go, it was just my fault. I waited till they only had like half a roll left to go out and be frantic. But now I'll as I go out, I'll always check. I'm always checking the refrigerators at the stores, at the pet section to see if they have it. And if they do, I always pick up 2, 3, 4 rolls. No, you don't drive anything. You drive a minivan, Flipcake. Who you kidding?
Yes. He I think we gave him a hard enough time about that the other day.
But
it's still better than when I drive public transit.
I would love a brand new car now. I would love to get a new car, but then I think, and I'm like, do I need that payment for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years now?
You know what? Don't get a car. Get a Vespa scooter.
You can't get a scooter here in New York. I swear to God, drivers here in New York aim at scooters. They just want to kill you. You're like a bowling pin. Ooh, Mama J drives a Mustang. How cool is Mama J?
Yeah, that does not.
I learned how to drive in a 66 Mustang. That was the car I learned how to drive in.
I like the 66 and 67.
66 Mustang. And after I learned, it was my partner's car at the time. She was a cradle snatcher. But after I learned how to drive it, she taught me how to drive in the car. She actually gave it to me on my 18th birthday.
Nice.
I know my mom's her first car was the Duster.
I love the Mitsubishi Eclipse. I had 3 of them. Those were like awesome. I
seen
was
one of
very
those in
lucky that I
ages.
had a badge, or else I would have lost my license a long time ago because I got caught speeding so many times.
There was a kid here recently who was caught doing 220 miles per hour, which no, sorry, 220 kilometers per hour. So that's kilometers per hour to miles per hour. That would be 136
Wow.
miles. Yeah, he got caught doing that recently, just around the corner because it was in the news. And I'm sitting there going, "Holy crap, man! How do you even get caught?"
I topped 118 miles per hour on a motorcycle on a empty highway on the Hutch going towards Westchester County. It was empty, and I just like I had just come back from the army, and I just kind of like I
Sorry,
opened it up.
you know where 440 is, I'm assuming, right?
440? Yeah.
Yeah. I used to go to the race meets there all the time.
Really?
Oh yeah, I got in a lot of trouble, like almost. We always got away. I remember one time we had to jump in so fast that somebody like, I can't open the door, I can't open the door, and I've never gotten in the back of a car so quickly in my life. And the idiot who couldn't get in the door, the window was down, so he could have easily grabbed it from the inside to get in. We're like, the fucking window is open, just grab it from the inside.
Unbelievable.
I was
That's
like,
your nerves, your adrenaline.
oh yeah, and he was a big dude. Like this dude was at least 6'2". So like we needed to get out of there real quick because we would park in front of the Dunkin' Donuts, and they blocked off. They were trying to block off the two entrances there, and they did. But we got out right before that, and then one of our friends who got stuck, he was in a bigger car, so he just drove over the side of the sidewalk and like the little barrier thing, and was gone. And we're trying to get away on 440, passing the bridge and all that stuff. We got so lucky because they ended up chasing another car, and we split off towards where I was living at the time because I had just recently left the city at that time.
We well, I told LBD this, where I grew up. There was a section of road that was exactly a quarter mile and it was blocked off by tall trees. And people used to race there all the time. So the city, in order to stop people from racing, repaved the road with a bump. And there was no need for the bump because the road it was perfectly flat. But to stop people from racing, middle of it, they put a bump in.
They did that. They did that in that.
Yeah, Smiley had a flash mystery box. Didn't even.
There was 3 roads we used to use, and one of them was on the actual highway. And one of those roads actually got bumps for the same reason because it was close to a lot of businesses, so the businesses were complaining. But I don't know why they were complaining. Half the time they weren't even running when we were back there.
Huh.
In an Integra? Wow. 180 miles. That's a.
I think the fastest I've ever been in a vehicle was probably 215.
I didn't even go that fast on my Mitsubishi. I took care of that car like I didn't even. I think 100 was the fastest I ever went on that baby.
Yeah, I'm not proud of that 215, by the way. That's no joke.
Huh.
That's
Man.
no joke.
I swear to God, why is it that some people are so, I don't know, like their life stinks, I guess, or something. It's like they want to
Put everybody else down?
Like, okay, so it's St. Patrick's Day, right?
Yeah.
I'm not Irish. I know I'm not Irish. Hello. But I celebrate the holiday because I lived next to Irish people for a long time. And I like what it stands for. I like the culture, and I like, I celebrated St. Patrick's Day for 20 plus years. So I still do it.
Yeah.
I'm not out there drinking. I probably would be if it wasn't for COVID, but I'll still dress like I did. This is how I dress today to go outside and stuff like that. So I put, the stuff on Instagram. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Everybody's Irish today, blah, blah, blah. So this is one person, I'm not going to name any names, that comes out with, all these fake people, celebrating a holiday that has nothing to do with them. So I wrote to them and I said, well, I'm not doing that at a fake place. I actually incorporated the holiday because of a family that I was very close to and still am, and I still celebrate it. It doesn't mean everybody's a little Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
I want to see them Cinco de Mayo. Just saying.
And then now he writes that he lived next to a Polish family and his whole life, but I'm not a Woody, nor do I care about their holidays. It's like, really, dude? Like, lighten up in life.
That's a little bit too much effort.
Yeah, and I mean, I could be really fucked up and say you should lay off of all that shit you smoke because it's fucking burning through your brain, but I'm not gonna do that. I just said it on a live. Why should I write it? But it's like, stop being so negative. Stop being so like your life stinks. You don't,
Oh,
stop being a Debbie Downer.
That's when you ask the question.
Wait,
that's when you ask the question. Wait,
huh?
Yeah, but the question you ask someone like that is just really right off the bat. Why does other people's happiness bother you?
or like you taught me. My favorite line that you've ever taught me. Who did this to you?
No, it's who hurt you.
That is my favorite line that you have ever taught. And you don't know how many people, as I'm talking to them and I'm seeing them, and and in my brain I'm going, who did this to you? One day I'm actually going to verbalize it.
I've done it, and you know what the funny part is? It gets the reaction you expect. It just stops the conversation, and then it ends in a huff. Because it's like you've seen through them. In actuality, you haven't. You're asking.
It's like, just be happy. There's enough shit going on, and if you want to, just be content. Just try to be happy. Try to make the best out of a day, the best you can.
What? Yeah, but why would somebody else's happiness bother you so much? I mean,
you can't go out drinking. You can't really celebrate the way you normally do with friends and whatnot. So what? It's like people who celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Not everybody is Mexican. But you still go out, eat tacos, and drink Corona beer.
Actually, Cinco de Mayo doesn't really get celebrated too hard here.
No.
You're in Canada.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Here in the States, I don't know about anywhere else, but in New York it does get celebrated, and in Jersey too. All the restaurants have specials, and
I gotta admit, the one thing I miss about all these like crazy holidays that happen in like Puerto Rican Day Parade and all that stuff is like with the stuff people put on during those, and like it is insane. Like Jesus Christ.
It's like for the gay parade. Millions of people attend the gay parade. I'm sure not all of them are gay, but they have the time of their lives celebrating with gay people. So it's like, lighten up. You don't have to be gay to celebrate and to have fun.
No, I have a friend. She used to go every year with a few friends, and she had a good time. She's straight. My brother's gone with his friends, like, and whatever. It's not a big deal. I've never gone, but I've only been to one of those parades. And it was the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
I'm not going to mention the friend's name because he might be watching. I have a friend. He's not violent, but he's severely homophobic. Like, like he doesn't spout hate or anything. It's just he's not comfortable. So the one time in Toronto, there's the Village, right? Which I'm sure you guys can gather what the Village is about. I didn't know that it was Pride Week.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, every major city has one.
It's called the Village.
So we parked in the Village, which I didn't tell him it was a Village, but it was the cheapest place for parking. And we get out of his vehicle, and I didn't know it was Pride Week.
Oh,
I've never watched another human being try to crawl out of their skin, but at the same time not draw attention to themselves.
You got to bring them to New York during a Pride parade and just put them on the train. Don't even go with him. Just shove them in the train. Dude, for the Pride parade on the train, you'll see things that you'll never be able to burn.
Let me tell you, I have had straight friends and coworkers that have gone with me to Gay Pride here in New York City. You know, Gay Pride in New York City is a freaking week-long celebration.
Oh, yeah.
And they have had the time of their lives that after that, they've even gone by themselves without me. And I've been like, you did what? You went to Pride and you didn't even call me? You didn't, you know? So
I've seen people enjoy it. The only reason I avoid parades for me in general, for the most part, is because the walking with my leg, doesn't know.
Yeah.
And then one time I went to the
No.
Puerto Rican parade was because I was gonna be able to be in the parade because I had friends who were organizing it and doing a big thing. But
I don't like
No,
the
it just.
crowd.
I remember us getting out of the car and we were like halfway down the street, and his eyes were just doing this, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back wide, back and forth, back and forth. It's like, dude, chill. I didn't know this was going on today. We're not even going to be in where the celebration is, because we were getting camera equipment, which there's a really good. It's been around for like 100 years, camera store, and we were going there, but he was just doing this whole.
And it's like, why? It's like it's not like somebody's gonna touch your ass or grab you or it's nothing like that. It's like, so what?
It can happen, but it's very rare.
No, it's very no. I mean,
it's
no.
very rare that that's gonna like. I'll be honest with you, that boundary thing.
Okay, that was the funniest thing. I was thinking the same thing while he's saying the story. I'm saying this guy might be homophobic because he's somewhere inside of him has that streak somewhere and he wants to bury that shit.
Possible. I don't know. I looked at it this way. He's been a good friend and he's never said a hateful thing in his life. It's just something he's not comfortable with, which is fine. You know what?
Teach his own.
It is what it is. Yeah. It is what it is, and I'm clearly not going to force him
to each his own.
to deal.
But it's a lot of freaking fun.
Oh yeah, especially when
and gay men are a lot more fun than gay women. I'll tell you that. I always hung out with gay men. Unfortunately, when AIDS came, it kind of took all my gay guy friends, and I was devastated. But I used to have a ball. Well, not literally, but
I was about to say that. I think you're playing the wrong end of that story.
So it's so awesome, so awesome. I mean, the village. I don't even know what it's gonna be like after all this nonsense. Did you hear that Italy and Paris are locking down again because they're on a third wave of like bad COVID?
Well,
bad.
Also don't forget. I mean, Italy. I remember this time last year. Italy was like. It was hitting people hard. Here in Hamilton, we have a really high Dutch and Italian population, and there were people here that were burying loved ones.
Well, over there, they're locking down again, and the vaccine that they have over in Europe, the AstraZeneca vaccine, they say that they refuse to use the vaccine because quite a number of people, more than the United States is saying, have died of blood clots after getting the vaccine with that specific vaccine. So they're doing another lockdown. I'm like, this is crazy. This is really crazy.
We've been fine here. I mean, shots have been going on. Nobody's had any. Nothing's in the mail. I mean, nothing in the mail. Nothing in the news.
But which shots are you getting? It seems like the AstraZeneca one is the one that's giving problems.
I don't know. I think it's the Pilser or whatever it's called.
Pilser? Yeah. There's only those. Is there a third? No. Johnson & Johnson was the third, right? And then the first one was the AstraZeneca, and then the other one was the Pfizer.
Yeah, Pfizer. That's it.
Pfizer. See. I said I knew how to say a word. And I didn't goof on you like you did the other day when I didn't say Kirk Hammett.
Actually, you want to hear something funny? So, our provincial premier, which would be like a state senator, shot his mouth off against one of the indigenous MPs, hinting that he hopped queue to get his shot because he was native. Yeah. He's worded he and then he came back later and apologized and goes, no, what I meant by that was basically he's doing the politician shuffle, and I'm sitting there listening and I'm going,
you mean the backstroke?
Yeah, actually what he should have just done is just stepped off the gallows and went, okay, I'm good. No, and the guy who he said this to, he goes, no, I went back to my reservation to basically help make sure the shots were given, because there was a lot of apprehension, right? And he goes, And he goes, I understood his. I'm happy that he apologized. I'm not accepting his apology, but I'm happy he took the time to apologize. I was sitting there going, that's probably the nicest way of saying, screw you.
Screw you. Yeah, that was a really nice way of saying it. A political way of saying it.
Yeah,
Hi, Dorks. How you doing? Hi, Dallas. How are you? Thank you, Bev. It's the Modena. Modena. Mod.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing, Dallas? How you doing, birthday boy?
Oh, dude, I passed out yesterday. I had a huge headache.
I had to get up early, so I just went in, said hello to everybody, and kind of like went out and just went to bed. My times for sleeping have been so screwed up. Like I cannot continue to go to bed every night at 3-4 o'clock in the morning. It's just not, it's not a good thing. So I went to bed at 1 and I got up at 8.
Last night I made a mistake. I bought a can of Coke because there's nothing else at the convenience store for me to pick up that was like healthy. It was either that or like Pepsi. They were out of almost everything. So I went, okay, fine. So I grabbed a can of Coke. I drank it. I talked to LBD and I drank it before going to bed. And afterwards, I'm sitting there laying wide awake and I'm going, what the hell? I was just ready to fall asleep. And now I'm like sitting there thinking about, and I'm thinking, I look over and I could see the can on the shelf and I went,
it's judging you.
Yeah, I'm going, huh. That's probably why.
They don't call it Coke for nothing.
Well, because I cut back on drinking. I drink maybe one can or the personal size bottles a week now.
Speaking of cutting back, how many Twinkies you got left over there, buddy?
Out of a box of 10, there's 8.
Wait, okay.
I had the one on Sunday, and I had one just before this went on and I had it after dinner. And that's
I bought a box of the Drake's apple pies today. I love those. But now they're making them. They feel like they're sweeter now because they have like a lot of more of the glaze on top of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a guess and say that's Michael who said these haven't been to the one in New York.
Oh, by the way, see, to prove
it could be Christian. He might have not come across the bridge to go to it.
Oh, everybody and their mother in Union City was going to that damn thing.
Okay, identify yourself, McDork.
Yeah.
What McDork is this?
Yeah, what McDork?
Well, the real McDork, please stand up. It's Christian. See, I told you.
Okay.
It's usually Christian when it comes on McDork.
Last time it wasn't because they were talking about something and I guessed it right. It was Michael.
Maybe they're one and the same.
Well, at this point, they talk at the same time. I mean, they say the same thing. They laugh. It's like really. Sometimes watching them, it's like hearing stereo.
Yeah, it's really weird when they put on that British accent and go, "We know all your secrets. Come play with us." Start singing nursery rhymes at half speed.
It's too funny. McDorks, Pops.
One of my cousins from the UK that used to come over every summer. I remember seeing her when I was like a child. She used to find it funny that she could make one of my older cousins, Kimmy, who was like 15 or 16 at the time, leave the basement because she would start singing. But because she's British, she would do it at half speed to freak her out because my cousin hated the basement.
That's right, Eric. Handsome. This is the pot of gold. You found the pot of gold. Funko Illuminati's live today is the pot of gold. So all of you will be blessed with many, many Irish blessings.
Oh, after reading the Irish history books of the Black Donnellys, I don't think I want that kind of luck.
What the pop? What kind of ice cream did you get? Inquiring minds want to know. I'm sorry. Hi, Marty. I didn't see you. How you doing, Marty? I'm sorry. I interrupt you a million times and you must get pissed, but I sort of kind of like to include the chat.
No, I get it.
I don't want them to feel like we're not paying attention to them.
Okay, no.
I'm so used to doing it on my lives that I just automatically do it on everybody else's live.
No, I haven't. What do you call it? Actually, it's one thing I haven't had in a while and I haven't seen much of is ice cream.
Dole Ben and Jerry's.
Huh. Oh, Ben and Jerry's, the good stuff.
I have a Ben and Jerry's right there in Inglewood, right across the bridge.
Wait, Ben and Jerry's is an actual. See, understand something. Ben and Jerry's here in Canada is just a little tiny type of ice cream. There's like no storefronts, so I didn't know that it's an actual business. I just figured it was a name.
It is a name. It's two names.
No. But there's a name, like for instance, like Ben and Jerry's bottle, and then there's storefronts.
Yeah.
That's one thing I miss. It's like, for instance, I was seriously, because the weather was warm this weekend, I legitimately thought about going to Toronto just to go pop hunting, and then went, no, because I'm basically wearing a mask for the next 12 hours.
I had to take the little one to the doctor today. And now I'm just getting. I need a new mask because the one I have is just starting to get uncomfortable for me. I'm tired of it.
What's your favorite ice cream, Sean?
Okay,
we'll narrow it down. What's your favorite Ben and Jerry's?
That would be the peanut butter chocolate.
And you, LBD?
My favorite ice cream has always been cookie dough or cookies and cream.
On the Ben and Jerry's, I have to say it's the Jerry Garcia.
Never had that.
Oh my god,
that is really so rare to find here too.
And the other favorite ice cream is Haagen-Dazs, and it would be the caramel cone one. It has pieces of waffle cone, chocolate, vanilla, and caramel. Oh my god!
You know, it's crazy. I probably had Ben and Jerry's maybe like once or twice in my life. I've never really. So I don't even know the flavors at all.
And I can always tell Ben and Jerry's ice cream, like, this sounds weird because I'm lactose intolerant, is one of the very few ice creams that I have to take a lactose pill about 20 minutes before. It's not one that I can just eat and then take the pill afterwards, because then, no.
Yummy.
Ship has sailed.
Look at the chat is like,
everybody's talking about ice cream now.
Yeah, peanut butter and chocolate for two boys.
Hey,
and strawberry cheesecake ice cream. I've never had that one.
That's good.
I have a strawberry cheesecake sitting in the freezer.
Strawberry for LJ or cookies and cream. Ray likes cookie dough or Reese's peanut butter. Yep. Flipcake likes butter pecan because you're old as shit. I mean, yeah, because he's old.
He drives a minivan.
Pistachio for Frank. Chocolate fudge for Sharon. That's interesting. You know, like I kind of like sometimes asking questions like that just to see what Rocky Road. Oh my God, Dallas! I got into such a Rocky Road kick once. It was like all I wanted was Rocky Road. Hi, Adrian. How are you?
There's an actual brownie bar here in Canada called Rocky Road Bars, and basically it's like a brownie, except on top of the brownie is marshmallows, and then you put melted fudge over it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's.
I used to work for Dairy Queen when I was 17 years old. I used to do some concoction every night. They would allow you to get a free ice cream, make a free ice cream, whatever you wanted. And I would get these concoctions and go sit in the bus cross town to take the train uptown, and people would just look at me on the bus like eating this massive ice cream.
A friend of mine worked at A&W and had the new guy look in the back room for a thing of canned steam to clean the grill. Told the guy, it's like, yeah, my friend. He's like, so we're cleaning the grill and you're gonna help tonight. He's like, okay, great. What do we need? We need a thing of canned steam. Go in the storage room and try and find it, and don't come out until you do. So by the time he came out, they finished cleaning because it was a Friday night. They wanted out of there. So they didn't want to train the new guy to clean the grill. So while he was in the back room trying to find this canned steam, they finished cleaning the grill, put everything away, and then when the kid is like, "Did you find it?" He's like, "No, man." It's like, "Don't worry, we cleaned it. Let's go." It's like the cruelest thing ever. Oh my God,
Breyer's ice cream. I used to love the Breyer's vanilla bean. That was such amazing ice cream. Hi, Caitlin. What's your favorite ice cream? We're talking ice cream right now.
Her favorite ice cream was unicorn.
Favorite toppings for a banana split?
LBD, you were mentioning earlier.
Strawberry, pineapple, strawberry, and I'm gonna say caramel because I'm not a chocolate person. I like chocolate, but
You ever had eggnog ice cream?
No, never even heard of it.
Oh, I found it once, and it was in Toronto. It was like some international grocer's place, and I was with my aunt, and I said, if I buy this, can I put it in your freezer? And she's like, yeah, of course. Between me and like 5 other relatives, we polished off that entire tub.
Was that good?
Oh yeah, we were sitting down and she's like, why don't we have ice cream? So next thing I know, we all got like tiny little bowls, and then we're like, and next thing you know, we're just literally just taking scoops out of it, throwing it in our bowl, and then sitting outside until eventually that thing was gone.
Oh my god, that looks so good. Strawberry cheesecake, sourly Breyers. Oh, I have to try that. Is there something called Champman's? Is that an ice cream, Bev?
Chapman's, yeah, we have them here
Yeah.
in Canada. They're like the cheapy ice cream.
Hi,
If
Miguel.
you're
How
throwing
you
a kid's
doing?
birthday party, if you're throwing
Welcome
a kitty
in.
birthday party, and you need to feed like 15 kids, and you would just buy a couple of things at Chapman's.
Oh yeah, is it like an ice cream place though? Just like solely ice cream, or?
I don't know if they have storefronts, but I do know they just have actual ice cream. Like
Okay.
you can buy it in the stores, and they're
Oh,
cheap.
okay,
Like
okay. So it's like a Turkey Hill type factory type ice cream.
I guess
Breyers?
I don't know what Turkey Hill is, but
No.
like Breyer.
What are your brands over there of ice cream? Like what are, like, if you go to the supermarket, what brands of ice cream do you see in Canada?
You're asking the lactose guy who barely buys. Okay, this will be good.
Oh, okay. I
We
forgot.
have we have Breyers, we have Chapman's. We have a local place called Stony Creek Dairy. They used to be Avondale Dairy as well, and those are about it. Those are about the locals. 2 of them are local. The other 2 are national. But I mean, but
I know the
overall,
Breyers,
yeah. Keep in mind though, I didn't start getting really bad with dairy products until I started hitting my teenage years. It's like the puberty fairy visit went, oh, you'll get acne and lactose intolerant. You'll love it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that sucks to be lactose intolerant, because there's so many things you cannot eat, like milk, cheese.
Lactose intolerance isn't kind of like a switch where it's on or off. It depends on the dairy content of whatever you're eating. Like for instance, I can handle certain cheeses and be fine, but the higher, I'd have to say the softer the cheese, the better the chance of me having a problem.
Wow.
So if I had like a brie, then yeah. But if I had like an old cheddar, like I have in the fridge, I'd be fine.
Okay. So it's more like the creamy type cheeses
Yeah.
that and that makes sense.
Yeah.
That does make sense.
Because my ex boss used to go, well, if you're lactose intolerant, why do you get cream in your coffee? I said, because the acid in the coffee takes care of the cream. It doesn't affect me. But yeah, it's not a fun trip.
Where I lived in New Jersey, they used to have like an ice cream shop that they actually took a brick of ice cream, and they call it custard. They didn't call it ice cream. And they actually would put the brick inside a machine and turn it and like chirp it out with ice cream. Oh my god, that was like the best. And then I always would order the black cherry, and they would actually put real black cherries in it. And
there's a place called Stone something ice cream place.
Of course, we're talking food, and last comes in.
I think it's called Stone Dairy or something like that, and they actually do that. They put like a little brick of ice cream on this chilled marble.
Yes.
And then they'll
with these things, and they that's exactly what it was. It was amazing, and the ice cream is so good.
Yeah.
Hi, Chep Pops. Thank you for coming in, Last. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. How you guys doing?
That's the one thing I'm glad about living here, because we have a lot of fruit orchards. Mm-hmm. So we get like black cherries, and there's a peach festival, and so you can literally buy baskets of stuff all year round.
I love black cherries.
Same here.
And in ice cream, they're even better.
What was that, LBD?
Have you ever had leeches?
Yes.
Oh yeah. They used to be illegal here in Canada at one point.
Why?
I don't know. It was like in the early 90s, and then all of a sudden they start showing up in grocery stores.
I love leeches. The only problem about leeches is that they're seasonal.
Yep.
I won't know, Jay. I did say frozen custard at the end, though. I knew it wasn't ice cream. He scolded me because I called frozen custard ice cream.
I don't know. I still like leeches. You can buy the juice though.
No, I like cracking them open and.
How about canepas?
Never had a
You eaten
canepa.
canepas, LBD?
Yeah.
They're so good.
You know what you should try, Claire? You'll love a Jack fruit.
I think I've had Jack. Oh yeah, I've had Jack, but it's just a pain in the ass to cut it.
It's a pain in the ass to cut. It
And
smells like hell, but it
yeah.
tastes great.
Oh, I know, but it's so hard to. I've seen it, and it's like so.
Have you ever
When I
had?
well, in college, I had roommates from other countries, and the one guy bought a Jack fruit, and he knocks on my door, and he goes, "Hey, can I borrow something of yours?" And I'm thinking, okay, because we're in school, right? Maybe he wants to borrow a calculator or some piece of software. And he goes, "I need to borrow your machete." What? And he goes, "I need to borrow your machete." I'm like, "Why?" Because he was the guy going to school for culinary, right? So it seemed like he goes, "I bought a Jack fruit, and unfortunately I don't have a knife big enough that I can cut it. Can I borrow your machete?" You know what? Sure. I'll meet you in 10 minutes. I'll meet you in the kitchen. So I come downstairs in the kitchen with the machete, and he's got like his little rubber mallet, and he puts it on either end, and he's like tapping the back of the blade, and he's cutting into this thing. I'm like, "Oh, this looks really cool." And all of a sudden, the smell hits me, and it's just like death.
Oh man, you want to know about death? I don't know if you guys ever tried mazapan.
No.
En el turrón, I haven't tried it. Like,
so my cousin who we adopted, right, he traveled with me to Honduras a few times, and one of the times that I took him, I let him go everywhere he wanted to go. I let him wild out, and he was a little bit underage, but not too much.
Mm-hmm.
And my girlfriend at the time, we were visiting her mom, and he had mazapan and fell in love with it. Like he was obsessed with it after that, and he couldn't find it anywhere. So my mom travels later on to Honduras and brings it back, and he forgets that it's in the. She brought two of them, and she forgets them in the luggage. Oh, when I tell you, after she opened that thing, it was bad.
Oh man!
Like she literally brought them back for him and forgot all about them. She didn't unpack anything.
Oh.
Anybody that came in at
some
point, let me just say, because I know a lot of people are in here that weren't before. Go over to Ray Pops. If someone can drop the link again, LJ, can you do me that favor? Go over to Ray Pops and give her a sub, a like, and leave a comment with the hashtag SHW. I'll pull a winner on Saturday. Huh?
I was just saying hello to Mig Pop.
Oh yeah, Miguel.
No. Somebody did something similar with mangoes once. They went to the market and bought some mangoes and put it in the inside of their long jacket and then hung it up and forgot the mangoes were there. And over the course of the weekend, those things decided to go south. And then we played a lovely game of where is the smell of death? And it was in the jacket. Yeah. By the way, in college, you come across a lot of weird smells you wouldn't normally come across. I will say that will probably be my main college experience.
Oh yeah.
Have you tried dragon fruit?
Yes. Oh God, I love dragon fruit.
Isn't it delicious?
Oh, it's great. I told you we have an international market that's about 4 blocks from here. So what I used to do is when you guys remember the ancient days where people didn't wear masks, and it was a different time then. They called it the 1990s. Sorry, the 2019. But yeah, I've tried dragon fruit. Golden pear is another good one. Looks like an apple, but it is so sweet.
It is very sweet when you get it right. Kenneth, if you're not subbed already to Ray Pop, go sub to her. I'm doing a giveaway for Saturday.
Or giving away a romantic dinner at the Olive Garden with LBD.
You keep offering that. One of these
I love Olive Garden. I'll go with LBD to Olive Garden. I don't know if it's going to be romantic, but I will go with him to.
If things work out the way they should, and I'm down there in October, I get the feeling if we go to an Olive Garden, I'd be like, in my mind, I've built this up to such a great thing, and be like, so this is an Olive Garden?
Thank you, LJ.
That one of the days I'm going to get a message from somebody asking whatever happened to that. By the way, I swear to God.
Hey, whatever happened to the giveaway with LBD? A romantic dinner at Olive Garden. Is there such a thing? It's so loud in there. I don't think it would ever be a romantic dinner.
I know at least a few people in my family now that are reaching their 20s that have no idea what the object of romance is or what it's an intimate dinner is. That in their head, a place like that would be.
Listen,
they're so young that they wouldn't know any better.
They don't need to be in their 20s. There's people that grew up around my time that don't know what the hell romance is.
Unlimited salad and breadsticks. You damn skipping, Miguel. And you know what? I don't know why I order an entree because I always get full and I always don't eat all my entree. I save like half of it because I have to have the tiramisu. I have to have the tiramisu because I love it and I just cannot leave without eating.
There's a place here. It's in Toronto. It's called the Spaghetti Factory. And I love it. Oh, because it's like an Olive Garden in the sense that like you get unlimited bread and you get unlimited salad and stuff, but it's a great place.
They're doing better. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you for asking.
Last time we were there was actually when my mom and I went and saw Elton John for his farewell concert. That was a great show.
Elton John, I saw him, but it wasn't farewell, but I did see him at Madison Square Garden once, and it was amazing.
Yeah, I will say this: it was a very interesting show. I had a great time.
I saw Luther Vandross, the last concert before he died.
Huh.
And Gloria Estefan, I saw her last concert here in New York before she got on that bus to Philadelphia when she had that bad accident.
Also, it's your fault that.
Shut up! I knew you were gonna say something stupid.
Something had to be wrong.
You always have to say something. Peanut Gallery is always saying something.
I know now that if I ever meet up with Claire, not to travel for a while.
Don't go far.
No, I'm crossing the bridge as far as it's going.
Yeah, right. As a New Yorker, I get embarrassed if I eat at Olive Garden, but those breadsticks are why? Why are you getting embarrassed to eat at Olive Garden? Shit, they have good food there. I'm sorry, I love their food, and their breadsticks are amazing, and their salad. I buy the salad dressing here to have it at home.
Huh.
It's pretty good.
I didn't know they had their own salad dressing.
Oh yes, they do, and it's delicious. Not magically delicious, but delicious.
Yeah, last Ketchum. The Spaghetti Factory in Toronto is really weird. Like it's got all this like kitschy stuff all over the walls. They even have like a huge ass safe. There's a train car in the middle of the room where you can actually eat inside of.
Okay.
I've gone there a few times. In fact, last time when I went to the Fan Expo with a bunch of friends, the last day of the expo, we went there because it's right beside the train station.
Talking about expos and cons, did anybody see the like giant like craziness that was happening in Texas with that con they did?
No, I did not.
Half the people that like all the vendors, like half the vendors were maskless, and then like half the crowd was maskless, and some of them did have it, some of them didn't have it, and there was like a regular. It was just running like a regular con.
Huh.
That's why this is madness.
Yeah, because I can tell you right now, I mean, anything, this side of the border, no. I see myself maybe doing conventions. Like, I know this sounds really weird and sounds odd to say myself. I'm looking at 23 because even if, let's say hypothetically, everyone gets, everyone gets their shots or some turnaround happens. It's going to be at least a year before people are not as gun shy. And
what people are not understanding is no matter what, you still have to protect yourself because the vaccine is just, it doesn't protect you from all the strains that are now emerging.
It's just it's a layer of armor. It's a layer of armor. It's not bulletproof.
Very thin armor.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. So my favorite is still the anti-maskers that have it. I live across from a police station, and LBD's heard them a few times. They've gone over and voiced their complaints. And in fact, because I was supposed to be doing a live stream the one day, and luckily they just dispersed before we started the live stream. But I called the front desk, right? Because they're all gathered there, and talking to Lane. Like, so do you know that? Do you know what's going on in front of you? Oh yeah, they're. Da, 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 da. I went, oh okay. Well, do you guys know when is someone gonna like step outside, being that's the police station, and maybe
Disperse.
disperse this? And she's like, oh yeah, we're gonna send somebody out. We're also gonna be giving them tickets. And I'm going, oh okay, great. I really didn't care about the ticket part. I'd just rather you just disperse them. I mean, it's like 6 o'clock on a Monday. No, 6 o'clock on a Wednesday. Why? Like seriously.
Damn! Now I want.
This is before daylight savings time.
I think I'm
Well,
gonna
let's go right now. I'm buying.
I'll go treat myself to lunch tomorrow at Olive Garden.
Well,
Lunch.
Why don't you swing by here, pick me up, and we'll go to Olive Garden. My treat.
Sure, and then we'll pick LBD up on the way.
I've been waiting for you
Technically,
forever.
we could on the way back easily.
It would take you to go to Canada.
Are you planning on doing
a
this?
little warmer, so I can go out. So I can go out there. I hate the cold. You don't know. Even though today wasn't
Also,
really
I
that
don't
cold, it didn't feel cold.
Today wasn't cold at all.
I was also going to say, I don't think you could drive that far.
I don't think it was that cold at all. Spumoni. There's a
looks like
pizza,
the real thing.
pizza place, huh?
Oh, sorry. Something I just noticed. They're doing more Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah, I got the notice a little while ago that it restocked.
Well, LBD. He loves his anime.
Well, I like Attack on Titan, but I wouldn't go through that whole line. I'm not too, like, I like the characters are good and stuff, but it's not something that I'm willing to chase all of them down. I like the certain Titans more than anything else. Like I like the Founding Titan and the Armor Titan. That's probably the only two I would ever get.
Yeah. Oh, for the record, people, what I'm alluding to is that if certain things fall into alignment, I'm looking at celebrating my 40th birthday in NY.
Nice. It's 45 degrees, Papa Wheelie. It wasn't cold at all. It wasn't windy. It was just cloudy. If it would have been sunny, I would have been fine with a sweatshirt, and that's it. New Yorkers, we have a high tolerance to cold. We don't feel cold like.
Yeah.
So when is your 40th birthday?
October 2nd.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's
and then I'll have to get the
nice
red sports car.
It's still not winter, and it's summer. It's like a nice temperature.
I'm not really too worried about him in the winter.
No, really. But it's a nice time here in New York in October.
I was going to say, because your idea of winter is not the same as mine.
No. We have no idea how cold it really can get. Like in the 50s or 60s, I can actually wear shorts and a sweatshirt and feel comfortable.
Well, I'm fine in the 30s.
I laugh at people that live in Florida, and it's like, oh my God, it's 50 degrees. It's freezing. I'm like, are they kidding me? 50 degrees is freezing? Yeah.
I say this with the utmost respect. When that situation hit Texas, and I would be dealing with customers in that particular state, and they'd say, you don't know what it's like when it's cold. You don't know what it's like to deal with cold. And I'd sit there going, I'm going to tell you where I am.
You're not allowed to say where you are?
Unless it's solicited, I can't just volunteer the information.
Oh, okay.
So in other words, if someone asked me, I tell them, because all I kept thinking was that scene from Batman with Bane. You adopted the darkness. I was born into it.
You know it fits so well. Well, I'll still be a villain, so there you go.
Oh God!
Because I'd be hearing that, I'm going, what the hell? You're right. I don't know what it's like. Oh my God, you're right. You have snow. How do you deal with it? Excuse me, let me look out my window. Well, I showed you guys pictures. And I hate it when it gets that way because you can't even open up the window. And yes, when it's like that, you do open your window because it gets the problem with when you have radiator for heat, it gets really dry. Insanely dry.
It's crazy. Even though the heat has been really good here in the apartment, ever since they put that sensor in here, I've had no issues. So
Oh, my
Even
mom.
the lady next door told me, I bumped into her yesterday and she was like, wow, they're giving good heat now. I feel the heat. I'm like, I didn't tell her anything though. And inside my head, I'm going, yeah, that's because I have a sensor in my freaking apartment now. And everybody's now, benefiting from it.
No. The only thing that drives me nuts about this place is that they'll actually leave the heat on all the way up until May. And I'll be sitting there because we get, it's hot during the day, cold at night. So
Yeah.
when you have the heat on 24/7, I've literally been laying in bed going, okay, I'm ready to peel my skin off. Can we,
Here, they won't give heat like that at that full strength. But by law, they have to give heat until May 15th, I believe it is, if the temperatures go below 55, which they could in May. So
no. I've had my fill of snow.
LBD, it's like you want to engage with us for a little while and put your phone down.
I'm dealing with a.
I don't care what you're dealing with.
It's a domestic issue. Somebody got their ass beat.
What?
Yeah, some lady got their ass beat. So I'm telling them that they got to go to get checked and take all the evidence down and go to go over do a report and all that stuff. I'm like, you can't let that. And they have voice notes of like threats and stuff. I'm like, save all that.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry to hear that. I was just messing with you. I thought you were like on Instagram or something.
No.
Now he's currently fixing something.
Yeah.
So life of a single dad. Dealing with drama, doing YouTube, and fixing toys.
What are you fixing now?
Hatchimal.
Oh, okay.
The batteries, I think they're dead.
That is a shame when a child's battery is dead in their toy.
Oh,
it makes no noise.
It's funny. When she was a baby, there was a toy that I gave her. It was a koala that, like, gave her lullabies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And her mom hated it because it would get on her nerves. But I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it, right? So every time it would die, I would replace the batteries right away.
There was a little ghost that made this stupid high-pitched wailing sound at my old job. And there was a girl that would push the button on that thing every time she walked by it in the office. And so the one day I walked over and said, hey, can I ask who bought this? And one girl goes, I bought it. And I said, are you attached to it? She goes, not really. She goes, I liked it until somebody ruined it for me. I said, oh, would you mind if I fixed it? She goes, what do you mean? I said, I'm going to fix it so it doesn't bother anybody. So I took it to my desk, took my micro screwdriver out of my bag, opened it up, and I cut the wires for the speaker. So it would still, like, the lights would still glow. Like, it would still flicker with lights, but it wouldn't make any noise. And then I put it back together, screwed it shut, and I put it back on. The girl walked by, and she's like, it's not making any noise now. I said, oh, that's a shame. But it still lights up.
You're horrible. Going straight to hell. That's it.
Yeah, you know what? That's fine. That's a sin I can live with.
Yeah, well,
LBD is currently, we can't hear him, so we'll figure out what he's saying. He's got jock itch.
I hate you right now because this is one of those toys that you have to put pressure on to close it. So it's really hard for me to do. So I'm just gonna unmute myself to call you an evil Bond villain.
Oh, that's fine. I don't mind being a Bond villain. Actually, there's a new game coming out at the end of the month called Evil Something, where you actually play the part of a Bond villain and you run an organization as a Bond villain. Evil Genius, that's what it's called. Evil Geniuses, too.
The fact that you put your hands together like that doesn't help your case.
I've watched enough Bond. I've watched all the Bond movies and read the Ian Fleming books to know what not to do. Well, I say we go for another 10 minutes because I think Bearded Pop is also on right now too.
Yeah, I could notice when Bearded Pop came on because it's like everybody fleed.
Well, also I'm like sitting here going, I'm enjoying this conversation, but at the same time I'm sitting there going, I'm kind of leaving my body. I'm so tired right now.
Yeah, you look tired. It's 8:30. I gotta go give my dog a medicine at 8:30 and feed her. So
Feed her to what?
Feed her to the other dogs.
Well, survival of the strongest, I guess.
They kind of all like left. But the one with heart failure is laying right there.
I hate these damn toys, man.
I know it's horrible, dude, because I don't know. I mean, I can sympathize with you. I mean, being a person without a child who has to fix toys.
It's not even that, dude. It's that you have to put. I have to put pressure on it, so it's till the screw stays in, and I can put the screwdriver on it. So it's a 2-hand job. It's not exactly friendly to me.
Use your feet and your opposable tail. Yeah, Claire, I showed you. Yeah, I showed you that. Who my customer service rep was for my reshipping company I was talking to earlier, Yoko.
Yeah, I know.
You have no
I said
idea
that.
how hard it was for me to just say something.
That was so funny when you wrote. I was like, I can't believe this guy is unbelievable. Yeah, he's adjusting, Eric. He's doing okay. He's got, like, last night he was limping. I'm like, what the hell happened to you now? And but he has a bad hip from a fall that he took off a bed. So I gave him some medicine and he's fine.
Okay,
He's
I'm
doing
good.
okay. And then on Friday I have to take Luna to get her shot. So I know she's gonna be mopey all weekend.
Oh dear God. Mildly creepy.
It is. It talks and shit when you pet it.
Sorry, that was a Furby, right?
No, they're called Hatchimals. It's
Okay.
basically it's like the bastard child of a Furby.
Oh dear Lord.
I remember the one year when those Furbies came out, where my grandmother was still alive, and she was still doing Christmas at her place, and there was like 7 kids, all with their own Furbies.
No, Eric, they don't. I don't put doggy stairs because I don't want them all on the bed. Imagine having 5 dogs on a bed. No, hell no.
I think that's like a name of a band. 5 dogs on a bed.
5 dogs on a bed.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on the dog. I mean,
they shed a lot. My dogs shed a lot, and I don't want all that dog hair on my bed. No, sorry.
See, my problem with my cat is, as long as you don't touch her stomach while she's sleeping, it's fine. But if I'm like I told you, if I'm sleeping on the bed, it'll happen once or twice. And yeah, that's fun to wake up to. Or
but it's one cat, but
yeah.
You know, I have 5 dogs. I mean, I have a queen size bed and they're all little, but again, my bed is like 3 feet off the ground. These are little dogs. If one of them falls off like Tonka did, he fell off. He literally turned around in his sleep and he fell while he was sleeping. And he tore up his hip, and and he had to get cortisone shots and the whole 9. So the other, and Tonka's, he's hefty. The other ones are tiny compared to him. If they fall off that bed, they're going to hurt themselves. So the only one that's on the bed is Sasha, because she can jump. And she's smart. I put the beds in front of my bed, and she jumps into their beds. So she doesn't even jump on the hard floor.
What you got to do is you just got to put pillows all over your bed and get on to the front. That's it. You're done.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. The good thing is that my dog's the only one that learned how to jump up on things is Sasha, and the bed is too high for her to jump on. She can jump off, but she can't jump on it. So that's the way I want it to stay.
All my dogs were able to jump. Even my small dog. I had like one small dog that was a rat terrier, and they're known for jumping. He jumped so high one time. He jumped. Pushed himself off the wall on the banister, then pushed himself off the banister and over the fence.
They jump. My Tonka he's half Jack Russell, and they're jumpers. When he was not as heavy, because now according to the veterinarian he's morbidly obese. When he wasn't that big, he was able to jump on everything. I mean, he would just like run and jump. But now he can't jump those 22 pounds and those little legs. He can't do it. He can't do it.
Better off rolling down the hill.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, you should see him trying to get up. When he's on his side, it's like
you've seen it.
He tries to roll. Oh, it's the funniest shit.
I wonder where my little annoying thing is. It's probably in the bedroom, sleeping on the bed. I made the mistake. I left some laundry on the foot of the bed, and when I went in there before the live stream. She was like curled up in the laundry. I went,
Oh, they love to sleep on your laundry and stuff. Anything that smells of you or is clean or
yeah. Oh well, I mean, luckily she gets the point of when I like tap the side of her, she knows enough to get up and move. It's taken forever to teach her for that, but I think right now I'm gonna wrap things up. I mean, almost at the 2-hour mark, and I know we all got things to do.
Joss.
All right, well,
It was awesome. Thank you so much for everybody that came and
yes,
Yeah,
I appreciate that very much. We certainly ran the gamut of conversation. I appreciate everyone coming out. Certainly be back here next week. Schedule's pretty steady, so I don't imagine any great changes. You have anything happening or coming out, Claire?
No. Just my normal Friday video, and then the Funko Bunker on Friday, and then my live Saturday and Sunday.
How about you, LBD?
I did a video for my ECCC haul.
Mm-hmm.
If I get the box I'm supposed to get tomorrow, it's a different mystery box.
Mm-hmm.
It's an anime box, but it's not a normal anime box. I really can't explain it without kind of giving it away.
Fair enough.
But it's not your average, Bam or Zobi or stuff like that. It's from
it's the Hello Kitty one?
No.
Oh.
Trust me, if Hello Kitty was in there, we would have a different kind of conversation, okay?
Kind of worried now.
And then Sunday, I actually have an idea for what I want to make the quizzes for. So we'll talk about that probably afterwards.
Well, I have a very rare set of pops coming in tomorrow. Cost me altogether close to $450 some odd Canadian. And if those come in tomorrow, I will be releasing a video on Friday about those.
Nice.
So that is all I'm going to say. All right. Well, kids, it's been a blast. I want to say thank you for everyone who took the time to come out today, and we'll see you again next week. All
Later.
Right. Later.